Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with another guide for Demon's Souls Remake. This time I'm going to show you how to take down Penetrator, the boss in Boletaria 1-3, as well as get the optional trophy Brother-in-Arms, which requires you to defeat Penetrator alongside Biorr of the Twin Fangs, which is totally optional but makes the fight a lot easier. So first things first, I will show you the fight 1v1, and then we'll get to the part with Biorr. So Penetrator is fast, but his moves are slow, so he can run towards you, which is always terrifying, but his moves are very easily telegraphed. So if you have a medium distance between you and the boss, he can do this sort of jumping slash at you. His most devastating attack is that flame sword. If you get pierced by that, he will fully penetrate you with the sword, deal basically your entire life bar worth of damage, and fling you across the room. So whenever the boss's sword catches on fire, you want to roll forward and to the right. You don't want to just do a lateral move because he sort of tracks you with it. So you don't want to go just hard left or hard right. You want to go forward and to the right every time, and you will avoid it. So he has a few other moves. You can use the pillars to put some distance between you and the boss. If you ever need to heal, it's a good idea to put a pillar between you and the boss. This way he hits the pillar or the statue and not you. If you fought Ornstein and Smo in Dark Souls 1, you should be familiar with this concept because the same rules apply there. But the pillars do break, so you kind of only get one shot per pillar. There's that jumping or lunging strike again. When he does that arc slash, he can follow that up with a backhand, so you always have to be ready for that. That slam move, where he sort of spins twice, you want to roll to the left, because if you roll to the right, he will slam his sword on top of you. So there's the lunge again, just a quick slash. He's not necessarily weak to magic. It does basically the same amount of damage as a weak normal attack. So if you have the MP, go for it, but I wouldn't necessarily waste any spice refilling it. It just doesn't really seem worth it, because you're always going to be just whittling him down and poking him to death. That's sort of the strategy here, at least for my sort of build, which is I started off as a royalty class, and I'm basically using the same starting rapier, just upgraded. I haven't gone hunting for too many weapons yet. Okay, so we're at about half health now, and he never has like a phase 2 or anything. Demon's Souls bosses, at least that I can remember, don't have multiple phases. This was the first Souls game, so, you know, From Software wasn't thinking that far. Maybe they wanted to, I don't know. In any event, though, the fight just repeats all over again. He just does the same moves, no variance. The closer you are to him, the easier it's going to become. The lunging attack, where he sort of jumps at you right here, that's really the most devastating move because it's like surprisingly quick. It takes a little while to get the timing down, so you do have to be careful. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to deliberately die to the boss because I want to show you how to rescue Biorr of the Twin Fangs and bring him into the fight with you. So if you're just doing this alone, chip him away and you'll be fine. This is that penetrating attack I was telling you about. It just murdered me. It deals a ton of damage. Okay, so in order to rescue Biorr of the Twin Fangs, you first need to get the old iron keyring, or the iron keyring, I think it's called. So in order to do that, you need to find the fat official on the roof. You have the iron keyring right there. And then once you get the keyring, you want to go back to the Archstone after Tower Knight, and then you want to walk backwards towards the Lord's Path, take out this Blue-Eye Knight, and there's a locked door to the right. And the iron keyring can open this door. And at the bottom is going to be Biorr of the Twin Fangs, guarded by another fat official. This fat official is similar to the ones in Stonefang in that he can throw fire at you, so be very careful with that. You're going to be fighting him in close quarters, so be careful of his axe attacks as well. Upon death, he drops the Bloody Iron Key, which is needed to open the locked gate in the beginning of 1-3 to the alleyway just behind the carts holding the dogs. You need that to rescue Yuria the Witch, but we're not here for Yuria. We're here for Biorr of the Twin Fangs, who is in this cell. All you gotta do is open the door, talk to him, and then he'll fall asleep, which should probably remind you of Sigmar of Katarina from Dark Souls 1. But that's it. All you have to do now is enter the Penetrator boss fight, and Biorr will be waiting for you. Once you enter the fog, Biorr will be to your right. He will sort of charge in. He has a crossbow as well as a greatsword, and similar to Iron Knight Tarkus and Sorig in Dark Souls 3, he can basically solo the boss for you. As you can see, Penetrator just hit him with some pretty heavy attacks, and nothing happened to him. The crossbow does a decent amount of damage, but he is one-handing a greatsword like a monster, And you can just sort of play spectator here. You don't have to do much. I just cast some spells, maybe poke Penetrator every once in a while if it seems like Biorr is getting beat up on and can't get a hit in. But other than that, this makes the fight a complete joke, but it's a nice little storyline thing to do. And if Biorr survives this fight, he will help you take down the blue dragon in 1-4. So, you know, you're probably here for the trophy, but he helps in other ways too. He's a very, very helpful NPC. Probably the strongest NPC in the game, maybe outside of Garl Vinland. But, as you can see, Penetrator is basically dead in a quarter of the time that it took us to 1v1 him, and I'm going to let Biorr of the Twin Fangs get the final hit. Boom. He's dead. Biorr the God. If Biorr survives, you'll get Brother in Arms after defeating Penetrator. Biorr will disappear, but you'll find him again in 1-4, and he'll help you out. And that's it. If you have any questions about any of this, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Demon's Souls Remake, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guys go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch, and as always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.